While I'm starting beef with everybody, let's go on to Icy Mike. Icy Mike, what's up, bro? I thought we were friends. We've communicated a few times. I mean, you're the one that just out of the blue mentioned me when you were trying to gain viewers, so you wanted to call out a YouTube channel that was more established, more viewers when you were like at 10 or 15,000 subscribers. Congratulations. You know how to be funny, make short videos, and market them to basically uneducated people that really haven't trained to get advice, and that's cool. But why have you just ignored me? I actually am offended. You know, I said like, hey, you call me out, say keto's no good, and that I'm no good because I'm bigger than everybody. Even though people in my videos, I have a video showing all of that, who they are, whether they're bigger people that are pretty untrained, whether they're like people I would have to use it in and have thousands of time while bouncing over 24 years, or whether they were professional MMA fighters, jiu-jitsu competitors, 34 years trained in judo, or blue belt wrestling coaches. I explained that in all my real Steven Seagal-ish Aikido video. I'm just a little fired up because I just called out Jesse Enkamp, and that's actually real beef. Mike, I like you, and the only video I did, because you haven't done one, I thought you were going to do one kind of funny and make fun of me one time. I was kind of hoping for that, and then I made a video about the stomping on the foot thing, which is something I did and put in the movie Real Steel, because I was the robot in Real Steel. I'm also the one who came up with the spinning hammer fist, because I was the big red and blue robot Metro in the first zoo fight in Real Steel, and I thought you would get a kick out of knowing that with your kids. So I don't know if you took that the wrong way, or you're just too busy for a little guy like me, your channel is blowing up. But anyway, all Aikido doesn't suck. The way they train Aikido sucks. Some Aikido techniques or Aki Jiu-Jitsu techniques or Japanese Jiu-Jitsu techniques obviously can work if you have a real delivery system of real grappling knowledge, be that grappling, being judo, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, or somehow you got to a high level in Bakwa grappling, Tai Chi grappling. Because I've seen some old guys in China, not a lot of them, but I've seen a few where I'm like, this guy's got the real stuff. And when someone's at a low level, they can't even see when someone is at a high level. So Icy Mike, you now hate me? What? Can I get a shout out? I'm friggin' bored. I've been trapped inside for 2 months, and since I have lupus, guys, quite frankly, the rest of you should be going out and enjoying your freedom, at least with social distancing and being safe in most areas and whatever. I can't or shouldn't yet because the data I have been able to find out is my local numbers are absolutely horrible with COVID and deaths and whatnot. And my roommate's dad works at the hospital and said 80% of people autoimmune like me die. So I'll eventually, even if I go out, I'll probably get it as people go to herd immunity, or I'll eventually get it from one of my roommates and, probably bye-bye. So I'm kind of in the mood to just, call people the F out. Hopefully me and Icy Mike can still be friendly. I always kind of wanted to hang out with the dude or spar the dude. I can go spar him and Seth 2-on-1, bare knuckle. I don't care. Even at my old age, I just tore hamstring with lupus. I don't care. I'll spar them both bare knuckle Vela 2-do because quite frankly, these other YouTubers teaching you how to fight, and no offense to Sensei Seth, I was trying to be nice to him on his page, but literally, no, they can't even handle real full contact sparring with gloves on, let alone bare knuckle and headbutts. They're just not prepared for that mentality. This younger YouTube crowd, probably shouldn't put Mike in that. He's pretty bald and old, like Michael Chiklis from The Shield or something. But but anyway, hopefully he finds it was kind of funny. I mean, you did call me out first, Icy Mike. You did call me out first as if I had no skill just because of my size. If you want to grapple or spar, we can find out. I really don't care. At this point in my life, I give two fucks about nothing. So, anyway, if you want to do a funny video together, sure. You want to come visit me, sure. Maybe Seth, the kicker dude guy, obviously he's been willing to spar light, some top dudes. That's fine, whatever. I'm actually I just hopped on because I was bored when he was doing a live chat. I have nothing against Sensei, so I don't know who this young Sensei is, but whatever. Other than, he kind of kicks. But I don't know. There's some other guys. I mean, who should I call out next? Should I go to Shanghai, China? Hello from Shanghai, China. Let me talk to you for 33 minutes about some subject that can be handled that a boxer would kill Bruce Lee unless if you have any kind of brain cells in your brain. And I'm a guy who grew up doing JKD, but someone that's done competitive fighting versus someone that hadn't, other than I think 3 amateur boxing matches or 1 amateur boxing tournament. Apples and oranges, baby. Apples and oranges. I used to spar all the heavyweight champions of the world. People say I only go with small guys. I used to spar Tim Sylvia when he was 6'8", 300 pounds, cutting to 265 when he was heavyweight champion of the world. I sparred Rico Rodriguez when he was heavyweight champion of the world a few times. I sparred Fabricio Verdum, I think 5 times, or 4 times sparring and 1 time grappling. I sparred Cain Velasquez once. I was Tank Abbott's sparring partner for UFC 41. Used to spar and train with Dan Severn. I could probably go on and on and on. And then if we go to light heavyweights, Tito, Rampage, huge light heavyweights, I'm shy of 5'11". They're like 6'2" to 6'4", and 225, 230 with all those guys. So people that say that stuff are absolutely asinine. Now that I've rambled, I don't care. Maybe we'll get these guys all calling me out, not liking me. I don't hurt anybody. I'm not mean to anyone unless you are mean to me, unless you're mean to other people. You find your little niche, that's okay. But let's look at who's competed. And I didn't compete the best, but I went 3-3 in MMA. For those that don't know, 3 I won by first round submission. The 3 I lost were the 3 of the top 10 most experienced fighters at the time I fought them, or now if you look them up. There's a top 10 list. 3 of them are very high up on that list. But I still gave pretty tough fights to 2 of them. The first one, I only had a few months of jiu-jitsu and shouldn't have been fighting a 2-time NCAA champ wrestler who was actually the most experienced guy in the world at the time at 8-8 in MMA. When I fought him with no grappling experience, that was probably not a good idea. 2 weeks notice. But anyway, guys, Icy Mike, what's up, bro? We friends? You hate me now? You hate me because I made the video I thought was kind of funny about stomping on the feet about Real Steel. I thought you could show that movie to your kids and get a kick out of it. I don't know. So we've called out Jesse Amcap. We've kind of done a friendly, I think, call out of Icy Mike. We've mentioned Sensei Seth. Wemsley Dewey from Shanghai, China. Yes, I'm definitely from Shanghai, China. That's the coach who's had a few kickboxing fights. Yes, he's had a few kickboxing matches. Whatever. I don't know. I mean, to impress me, it's got to be a top pro in MMA, I guess. How do I say that in a nicer way? I watch your all sparring videos sometimes. To impress me, you have to be the top guys that I've sparred, like Lyoto Machida, Roger Gracie, Cain Verdum, Tito Rampage, Tank, Severin, Matt Hughes, Tim Sylvia, Rico Rodriguez, on and on, Ben Rothwell. Yeah, I fought big guys, heavyweight guys when I was 202. I was sparring Ben Rothwell, Sam Hoger, grappling with Matt Hughes, a couple times with Robbie Lawler, that kind of thing. Those are the guys, and lots of guys at King's MMA, all the Brazilian guys that fight in the UFC, etc. So I guess my message is seeking attention because I'm bored, or I'm telling you to pay attention to people's experience in your videos, or even if you're learning karate from a nerd. Has he ever fought full contact in MMA? Has he fought full contact in karate? I don't even know that. Has Jesse Amcap fought full contact in karate? Or does he just do katas and point sparring? I honestly don't know that. But that's not MMA and that's not real street situations. I give 16 real street situations in my Combatives and Street Jiu-Jitsu DVD. Hey, Icy Mike, do a review on that. You bought that other fake fighter military dude's combat system, whatever it was. Watch my DVD, 4.5 hours. I give you all this stuff. And even if you only like 80% of it, whatever, tell me what you don't like. And if you hate it, I don't care. I'll listen to that too. I think it'll be objective. You were a cop before. You know what kind of works and what doesn't. You dirty box well. I give you that. You think Aikido sucks, and it kind of does. But it kind of doesn't, because of how helpful it can be with someone that's really good or that has a delivery system. Because a lot of cops and people that work in insane asylums and medical facilities have been able to restrain people with you know, holds and locks and EQ pins non-violently for a very long time. Anyway, I babbled enough. Let me know what's up. Give me your response.